Okay, station 2, we're being asked to find cosine, right? COS is just the abbreviation for cosine, of C, which C is an angle. So we need to find cosine of angle C, which is right here. So to help us figure out what cosine is, well, we need to use the mnemonic device, which is called SOHCAHTOA. And the ka part of SOHCAHTOA is what we use for cosine. So the ka is spelt C-A-H. And the C represents the fact that it's cosine. So the A and the H are going to be what we use to figure out what cosine really is. And cosine is a trig ratio. So the A and the H represent the side lengths of the triangle that are going to help us figure out what the cosine of angle C is. So if we look at angle C, and the first letter we see is A stands for an adjacent side. Now, if you're thinking angle C is right here, adjacent really means next to, and there's two sides that are technically next to angle C. But we're going to take the side that's not the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is never going to be representative of any adjacent side. So that leaves this side length right here, which is 16, to be representative of the adjacent side. So cosine of C is going to equal, again, it's a ratio, so the adjacent, which is 16, over H, which you may have guessed represents the hypotenuse of the right triangle. So it's going to be 16 over 34, since 34 is a hypotenuse because that's opposite the right angle. And so cosine of C is 16 over 34, but that can be reduced. Always reduced, just like they are fractions, because they are fractions, they're ratios. 16 over 34, they're both even numbers, so we could just reduce that to 8 over 17, which would be your final answer for cosine of C.